Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Practice Vision and Understanding What We Do, where we rewire the minds of leaders to transform the way leadership is lived. In a world obsessed with performance, we have forgotten how to pause and rewire. Leadership is often reduced to doing more. But what if true leadership is about doing? It's about how your brain is wired to lead. And neurogenesis is the process of reprogramming the inner neural architecture of leadership, rewiring inherited patterns, emotional loops, and cognitive distortions. At Practice Vision, we globally, across the UK, US, and Asia Pacific, with individuals, organizations, and leadership teams. And here we introduce the Regenesis framework: emotional agility, growth mindset, ethical clarity, neural alignment, executive clarity, sustainable change, intuitive intelligence, and self-actualized leadership. This is the heart of Practice Vision. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone here. Olga, Izura, the East Team leadership team of World Women's Forum 2025. Thank you for making this inspiring global gathering possible, and for extending the honor to me and Practice Vision to present at this distinguished event. It's a privilege to be part of this platform that actually celebrates women, voices, leadership, and transformative actions. I'm Watceilia Varso, the CEO and the founder of Practice Vision. I was, for 2 decades, a HR leader, a global HR leader, I would say, and eventually turned to become a psychotherapist, and now a certified master neuroplastician. My journey began in HR, human resources, and believe me or not, it started off as a global role and not as a local role, and that gave me the extent to actually understand different cultures, different wirings of how we actually think and process. So I led international teams, transformed workplaces, cultures, and championed leadership potentials across this region. But over time, I realized something was missing. Performance was everywhere, but presence of ethics, emotional clarity often were left behind. So I retrained as a psychotherapist, deepened my understanding in neuroscience, and built Practice Vision, where we don't just teach leadership, we rewire them. My talk today is titled Neuroregenesis, our flagship program that we run in Practice Vision. And today, we are focusing about rewiring the brain for ethical leadership. And it's deeply aligned with the mission of this forum and with the women in this room who are reimagining the future of businesses, governance, and change. Across the globe, women are stepping into powerful leadership roles, yet too often they're forced to lead with structures never designed for their brains and their emotions or their values. And that's why we are here today, because we just don't need women in leadership. We need women leading differently. We talk a lot about breaking glass ceilings, but what about invisible wirings that holds us back from within. When leadership becomes about appearances over alignment, performances over presence, we lose the ethical foundation leadership is meant to build on. And that's what neurogenesis is here to change. Our brains are wired by more than biology. They are shaped by culture, trauma, conditioning, and responsibility. Women leaders are often navigating leadership through over-adaptation, emotional suppression, and silent burnout, and calling it success. Through neurogenesis, we reclaim the ethical clarity, not through force, but through the rewiring the very neural patterns that distort our power. We teach women to lead from grounded ethics, emotional sovereignty, and strategic wholeness, not survival. At the World Women's Forum, we're not just celebrating titles, we are celebrating transformation. And in honor of this movement and in celebration of the Global Business Week, those who enroll, in fact, those are here and who's going to enroll in this course, the 3-day course that I'm talking about, will receive a special offering because change isn't just needed, it's now accessible. You don't have to fit into an old model. You don't have to lead like a mission. The future of leadership is ethical, empathetic, evolved, and yes, rewired. So let this forum be the moment we lead, not just with ambition, but with a neural clarity and inner conviction. I invite you to rise and be rewired. Today I'm launching my book, The Brain's Betrayal, Invisible Chains. It's all about rewiring. I have my book out there. Anyone who is part of this forum here present, you're happy to go there and grab them. And anyone who wants to buy them online, there is a QR code over there that you can actually link. But those are here. The book is free. You don't have to pay for it. This is a donation to the World Women Forum, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you today.